is Soviet German mid-range, and so this is an archetype I haven't personally played in a little while, though you definitely still see it on the ladder every so often. Kind of just wanted to play it just because of that, for that reason, because I haven't played it in a while and wanted to try like. And I had a lot of fun last week playing with Panzer IVs in a ramp deck, which we're playing next after this, and just figured like let's play with the decent Soviet, mid-range early game, and combine it with some late game German tanks, and let's have some fun. I even got a spicy like one of Tiger 1H here at the top end to go along with this IOSEF Stalin II. Yeah, pretty much not much more to say about it than that, so let's like hop into it. But before we do, let me update the deck. So Ger Midrange, actually Alright, so if you type in !deck, it should update to what we're currently playing, along with the import code. Oh, I did the wrong code, didn't I? No, don't delete it. Let's try this again. There we go. That should be working now. Something new I'm trying. Definitely want to provide you guys with the ability to import the deck immediately into the game if you want to see the list or try it out yourself. Also for people who come later in the stream, they know what deck we're currently playing, without me having to edit the stream title, because I'd like to keep the stream title the same with the way that the new Twitch kind of schedule works and whatnot. Just want to keep it all the same so that when people want to look at the replays later, they can see all the decks we played throughout that stream. Another like Italian-based aggro deck. Interesting. So theoretically, we're better suited to deal with this kind of strategy because we have some sudden strike in the list, just cheaper like interaction. But we'll see how we do. This list notably is not running Panzers. I figured that like we saw in the last deck, the Soviet early game is usually pretty well suited to deal with the aggro as is. So I figured Panzers were overkill, and I'd rather have sudden strikes because they just hit a wider range of units. I think we have to hammer one of these just to like push back the planes and just delay him a bit. Alternatively, I could play out this and kill the SDKFZ. It kind of takes about the same amount of power off the table. Just gotta hope he doesn't have a Blitzkrieg, really. This could be a match where we hammer one of our own guys to get our life total up. Well, there's a sudden strike, though. Well, that's kind of scary. I wonder if he's... Wonder what he's running. Second hammer. I think we want to... How do we want to do this? I don't want him to draw so many more things, but I don't know that we can really stop that. Could shoot with both of these, but I think I might end up having to hammer both of my guys to get my life total up. Obviously, I should have done that on the smaller one. So we only got 3 small little planes in hand. He's about to draw another and 2 orders soon. 2 small planes and 2 orders. We don't know what else he's got. 2 unknowns. I think I'm okay to just throw out the guard unit and then that's it. Alternatively, I could hammer this, everything falls back and I parade. If he has Blitzkrieg, he can't kill this with just the planes. This could be wrong. Well, that worked out well for us. I don't want him drawing more orders, though, but I don't think there's much we can do about that. I mean, I guess I could attack strike this and hammer this. That doesn't seem super good. I'd also like to use this on one of my guys, like we have been doing. Just in case. Like, I need to find another 845th and hammer it probably just to buffer our life total. Just in case, because he's probably running some burn. Yeah. Alright, well, we're probably dead. We're dead to burn anyway, so I may as well just... Hope to find one of our healing cards. Yeah, it's a random unit. That's a bit late, unfortunately. That's a bit late. I don't think that really helps us. We can kill one of our own guys to avoid a dying to another air blitz. I don't know if that matters ultimately. Probably got Bismarck or whatever, or Comet. We don't have enough time to beat that. Sure. Yeah, I'm not sure if we could have really done much that was meaningfully different that game. Maybe we let him draw too many cards with the Arado. I don't know. It's tough because he could have had like Blitzkrieg at any point, and we just needed to get stuff off the table, I think. Yeah, I'd have to watch the replay to see what we could have done differently there. That seems ambitious. But he doesn't know what nation we're running, so... think I actually want to play this out first before killing this. Because I'm pretty sure we're hammering this. I think that's just going to save us a lot of life in the long run. He could be playing, you know, Japanese guard units as well, that we might want to hit, but I mean, we have stuff that kind of takes care of that. Is this going to get air superiority? No. I think we just want to take that out then, move this up. He gets the deployment effect again, but it's in range to die to this, and both of these can take it out. I'd rather he didn't have a 3-4 bomber. Neat. That can be targeted, so I don't want to just throw that out, I don't think. This would get pinned by the other thing, unfortunately. So let's just draw. It's a possibility I'm supposed to take that. I kind of like the redraw though. Oop, buggy Panzer III, where are you? It's hiding over here. What are you doing down there? Get back here. Get in the battlefield. There we go. Yeah, he's deserting. Okay, that's nice. So we're going to bounce this, shoot that, move this up, kill one of the bombers. Do we suspect that he's running to the last man? He probably is. I think our health total is healthy enough that even if he starts dropping things that kill this, we don't need to run that out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Maybe it's okay. Nah, I think we're fine. I'm not 100% certain how this would work if I threw this out with to the last man. I would think I would get 6 health, and if that's the case, I would play it. But I'm actually not 100% certain on that. Might get nothing. Do I play the IOSEF Stalin? Actually, let's play that. Ah, yes, I forgot about this card. He could combo kill us here. Okay, now I don't think he has quite enough cards to do that. Yeah. Yeah, just wanted to play super, super safe there because there was just like no reason to get blown out by a sweeper or some lethal combination of cards that he could have. Burst of fire plus this plus that, you know. Not exactly the draw you want to see against an aggressive player, but it is what it is. This is pretty good because we can kill this, move this up. Panzer III-H, it looks like. Yep. Oh, I was gonna tactical strike that, but now maybe I just hammer. I also wouldn't mind drawing this turn. I think I want to hammer, move this up, fire. Do I just send that back to hand? I know he could replay it and fire with it, but then that's his entire turn. And then I finish it. I could finish it off with tactical strike and then draw some cards. Since I have enough resources to move and fire, that's probably what I should be doing. This implies he has a second one of these. Which is too bad I can't play 2 units out this turn. But I can play these 2 next. Drawing our second copy of this after the one was duplicated also kind of sucks. Oh man. Thought we were gonna get to play with our big chunky tanks. I guess he had no way to clog up the front line any further. Because, yeah, our tanks were strong, but they're expensive to operate. Probably don't want both of these. I don't know. If he's playing a mid-range list, these are kind of bad. If he's more aggressive, we want this. This is probably fine. A fine keep no matter what. Let's go with this. Could be playing tokens. If he is, these are pretty good cards. This build is not as good as it could be against tokens, though. That's for sure. He's just running out a Katyusha. Well, he won't be doing that again this game, I don't think. That sucks. Not having something to use our credits on that turn feels bad. Panzer III-H or our 3-5 guard unit would have been nice. Or just anything, really. Any play off the top would have been fine. All he's doing is drawing for his turn, though, so that's okay. I'm probably supposed to play out these two units rather than shoot this, because if I spend my entire turn shooting this, all he gets to do next turn is just play the 4-4 guard and blow this up, and then I'm left with nothing. Whereas if I do this, he could do the same, but at least I have a board for next turn. And if he wants to just eat these with this, if he hits face, I don't care. If he wants to eat one of these first, I'm fine with that. Okay, great. So we're just gonna go... Oh, we don't have enough resources, though. Am I attacking that, or am I just bouncing this? I think I just want to bounce it for now. Or I could play the Yak 9. He could be sitting on a hammer, so like playing this is not the greatest. Maybe the Yak 9 is better. Or I should just kill this immediately. Kill one of these things immediately. Could also just hit face. I don't know that we're in a position to race necessarily. I probably should just kill that. Or just get it. Oh yeah, right. That doesn't die to this. That's fine. It dies to this. Well, that didn't do much. I was hoping that would be a tiger. Yeah, I definitely mismanaged my resources this game. Yeah, we're probably just dead at this point. Didn't even get lucky there. Yeah, let's just move on. I made a mistake that one turn, probably, and I think it just played bad. We're just falling too far behind at this point. I think I like all of this. I might toss this back. This is not amazing against Britain. It might be okay. That's decent. I think we'd play the Yak 9 next turn. Depends on what he does. If this lives, we might attack with it, but... I don't think that was the greatest from him. Yeah, that was not an amazing turn for our boy. Kind of want to bait out an Avenger if I can. All the 15th motor rifles that we could ever want. Well, I'm actually going to see if we can kill this with this ping. Could play out a Panther G and ping it ourselves so that it doesn't die to an Avenger, but then of course it's more vulnerable to a sweeper. Let's play this out. Maybe we can... Nah, I don't know. We'll have to see. I think I am definitely running this out as soon as I can because I don't want its credit cost to go beyond playable. And he could be running 3 of these, so if we get hit 2 more times, we just can't play this. don't know if I want to give that back. Oh, what to do, what to do. Well, in that case... This guy's just got the wood. It's an interesting build. I'll give him that. I don't want to get secret operatives again, so take it out. Obviously he could sweeper, like he could have a sweeper and stuff, but it's not like, not much we can do about that. Well, that implies no sweeper, so that's good for us. That's good news. So just play out the big boy. Now we can play this out first, I think. And then this, and then he's always got to question whether or not he'll hit it. Although he has enough resources to play out 2 Avengers back to back. But maybe I'm just supposed to be okay with him being able to do that, honestly. Okay, there's the one. So let's do this first. Sure. Yeah, I don't know that I care that much about all that. So what if happens if I play the Tiger? If he has another Avenger, we're probably just dead to another Avenger no matter what, right? This is getting bombed for sure. No, I think I'm supposed to bounce this. Maximize the chances of us finding something that can deal with what he has. Okay, that's decent. This is just as effective as a Tiger, so I think getting another damage on that is just better. Just have to hope to dodge like a really good... Hoping to dodge Avenger, I think, is the main thing. Yikes. Probably doesn't matter. I should just save that for something that's relevant. Yeah, I think we're just gonna fall too far behind. These cards are just too expensive. We'll see though. If his second Avenger and second B-17 are on the bottom of his deck, we might be okay. Tactical Strike's also kind of nice. Let's just do this. Probably just dead though. Just couldn't quite get there, it looks like. Yep. Good game. Maybe I was too overly cautious with my big tanks in the early game, and I missed the opportunity to stick them under like what they were doing. I don't know though. It always feels bad to like try to throw a B7 throw units like this down into their B-17s just to have them die. Sure. Or maybe I miscounted. Did he actually play both B-17s and I just didn't remember? It seemed like he only was playing the one. Maybe it was a budget list. I don't know. The game went so freaking long I can't remember. Do we run that out into a Flam Panzer? Or do we try to get more value off of it? I think we actually hold it. That's unfortunate. No bloody sickle, eh? why does it always feel like I have a million bloody sickles in games, and never like in situations like this, where they would absolutely just ruin someone? Well, I guess we play this now, because we'll see. I know he could obviously flam Panzer, but... Now I think I want to go like this. Should have waited a little bit to see what my draw was. I probably would have rather played that. Sushichi? Susishi. I don't know how to pronounce your name, my friend, but thank you for the follow. I really appreciate it. Susichi. Susichi? Susichi. I think that's how it is. You can correct me if I'm wrong. Nope. The difference one bloody sickle would have made in this game. I also was hasty with my play, right? Like, I should have played the Yak 9 instead of this on turn 5. Well, he obviously has Blitzkrieg in hand, but there's not much we can do about that. I guess we could play the guard unit. That's not completely true. And we could even go like this first. Probably still dead though, right? Yeah, we're still dead to Blitzkrieg. He Blitzkriegs and then throws these two units at this, and then these two kill us. Cool deck, yeah, well, it has some bloody sickles in it that you were lucky to dodge, so I don't... It would have been a lot cooler otherwise. So we've hit an hour with this deck, but I kind of want to play it more because it's fun, so we're going to keep playing. Before moving on to the ramp. Play a few more matches with this at least, see if we can get a couple wins before we move on. Those last two games kind of stunk. Yeah, this hitting that was nice because it meant that he didn't have a tank that could potentially put this in range of him being able to deal with it. I put this on the wrong side though. Just want to move this up maybe. No, I just want to start getting more Katyusha value. That has nothing to hit, so... I think I'm okay to move that up. Our health total is healthy enough that even if he starts wanting to comet us at some point, I think we'll be okay. Plus we have this guard unit here. This will probably die and we could always redraw another copy, so this just puts a lot of pressure on his HQ. There's no reason to hold this back at this point, I think. Our opponent had what looks like a very slow start from an otherwise aggressive deck. And they're thinking long and hard about what their plays here. I think that hopefully that's a good sign for us. It means that they don't really have good attacks. That's 2 joint operations gone so far. Definitely getting rid of you. Yeah, well, there's another first rifles. Do I want to draw more cards first, though? I think I want something that can take the front line and attack the same turn. I don't know if we need another big chunky unit. I might just want something that can attack right away so we can do more. Like we can play 2 things on our turn. Like we could play a 6 and play and fire with this. Red Banner might be okay as well. Did they show us US cards yet? I don't think so, but now it's on my mind. That's pretty good, I think. Now I want to prioritize keeping the board clear, fearing the alliance. What's the 7K elite order? What am I missing? Oh, are you? Oh, I see. Okay. What else does our opponent have? Yes, that is in the expansion though, right? Like he can't have access to that yet. Do I try to take that out with these? Just so that I mean, a lot of our stuff's gonna get very low anyway. Now if he wants to try to burn us out with like random stuff that he gets off the top of his deck, it won't work. Okay, that's all 3 joint operations gone. Yeah, this game's over. No, no, Kalen. I was just kind of reminiscing on what he might have that we need to worry about, being that he's a German aggressive deck with U.S. ally. So I was worried about the like the alliance and things like 99th if he took the front line. Speaking of reveals, though, are there any new reveals today? I think I'll keep the rest of this. Going second, though? Yeah, I think it's okay. Hmm. I think no matter what, we're throwing out the first rifles next turn. I saw this set of common cards that was released a few days ago. Is there a new set that they showed today specifically? Okay. I don't know, I kind of liked all of the ones that were spoiled. The the 110 operation cost that randomly buffs your units could be okay in aggressively slanted US decks. We'll have to see. I think we just play out one of our panzers and shoot something. Or do we play another guard unit? That's kind of scary. Yikes. It's a big yikes. Oh well, I look forward to seeing what gets revealed. Yeah, I don't know about this one, guys. It's fun, but I feel like the lack of Flampanzers really hurts it. I wonder if we want to get rid of the tactical strikes to fit those in. Because I kind of want to keep my big chunky tanks. Like, that's kind of the whole point of the deck. But it's just that, like, sudden strikes are just, like, not good enough. Or we're just drawing poorly. That could be it. Like, really, we should be well suited against aggressive decks. I mean, the US one did better. We just had better draws. And it doesn't even have these. It doesn't have anything that helps in the early game that's any different. Other than maybe the Hellcats. Let's play one more and then move on to the ramp deck. Yeah, and it can be hard to know that sometimes, especially in the moment. Best thing to do is to, like, watch the replay and just think objectively. It's like, what mistakes did I make? Could I have played better? Is the deck built properly? There's a lot of factors to consider. And like the fact is, sure, I could build my deck in such a way that makes it better against aggro, but then I'm softer against like other mid-range decks that are going bigger than me. So like you have to find the balance. Sometimes you might just have to be okay with your deck losing to certain things. And traditionally speaking, I used to build my decks in such a way that were like really really well suited against aggro, but I'm trying to like deviate away from that, get a little bit out of my comfort zone a bit more, I guess you could say. If he's not moving that forward, I think we just do this. Yeah, exactly. Just play 10,000 games and you can really get a sense of whether or not your deck is built properly. I could go for the greedy play and play the Katyusha shooting this, hoping it hits, and then attack that. Alternatively, I just... what? Sudden strike this, maybe get this down to 1 so the Katyusha guarantees it kills it. Or I could just play this and then eat the thing and then have a fighter that's protected. Maybe that's okay. Another, this thing. This is actually what killed us last game, now that I think about it. Him getting, like, a ton of use out of his cards and not losing any resources from them was actually kind of killer for us. That's the other thing you sometimes have to consider. Did our opponent get lucky? Well, that's a big nope. I think I'll go ahead and try to kill this. Because even if it fails, we're using our resources. This is in range now to die to that. If he has to, like, throw it away. Obviously, you could buff it, but, I mean, that's always a possibility, so... Rule Britannia. It'll be interesting to play with, I think, for sure. I'm curious to see the kind of mid-range decks that people come up with that card. At the very least, I think it's going to be a fun card to play with, even if it ends up not being very good in the... as far as, you know, the competitive metagame is concerned. I think we want to throw this down no matter what. Kill one of these. Finished one of these off. Could move this up. I don't think it's necessary, though. Eh, it might be okay. I think I'll go ahead and move that up. Well, we already have a big chunky tank, even if it's not going to come down for a few turns. I think we should take something else. I want to take the tiger, but I also don't want to just die. I think we want another one of these, actually. Because these two together gain us 6 health in case he's playing a lot of big burn. That's kind of nice. Okay, well in that case, we'll hammer this one. Actually, we get to play a big chunker anyway. Unfortunately, we're really soft to Leopold right now. I think that's the card I'd least like to lose. Because it replaces itself. Can our big dumb tank do big dumb things, please? This card is so cool. It's a shame it's not played a whole lot. It's one of my. It's not only is it one of my favorite cards, it's also one of my favorite pieces of artwork in the game. If you can find the full print of this artwork, I recommend checking it out. It's very, very cool. Just look up this artist's name and type in like tiger scene or something like that, and you'll probably find it. All right, that was cool. We didn't always get to like play with our big nasty tanks, but when we did, it was pretty fun. Yeah, I think overall, though, you know, definitely need to play more games to decide whether or not it's in a good spot versus the more aggressive decks in the format. And like, did, you know, cards like this give us meaningful things to do against other decks that are going bigger than us? I think ultimately, right now, I'd say that the US ally pairing is much better, but and like the main reason you'd want to be in Germany is for things like Sudden Strike and Flampanzer, which we're not playing, maybe Tactical Strikes or even like Sky Barons. if you're having trouble like dealing with air units and such, because like usually between like all the guards and hammers and like other things, Soviets kind of have the ground locked up. Like they're not they don't struggle against other like ground unit focused decks, I guess, but they can struggle against support line decks. So that's kind of why I like normally keeping things like tactical strikes in my lists, or that's why I like pairing them with Germany, so I can put tactical strike in my list. But again, is it doing anything more meaningful than the U.S. one, which also has a lot of good ways to deal with the opponent's various threats?